This is weird because I'm in San Diego and you're in San Diego, and so I don't.
I'm running blind.
Turn this off of my cord. That's okay. No, we're live though right now. Though. We're definitely
okay.
Live. Yeah.
Well, this is weird because I can't see. I can only see
everybody
myself
to,
there and there.
I was going to try to put you for a second. Go ahead, Derek.
To Sony After Hours Support. We're here to help answer your questions or concerns and just chat about some Sony stuff. And I lost my window of the chat already, so I'm going to open that up again.
That's
Here
awesome.
we go. And if you are new to joining us, first of all, welcome. Great to have you here. We're going to hang out for a little bit, have some fun, hopefully talk about some cool stuff. And let us know if you have any questions about any Sony product or things that you want to know about, chat about, and we'll talk for a little while and hang out.
Yeah, that's what we do. Okay, so in case, I was like, you didn't set me up for the weird intro, but so in case this is your first time, as Derek said, and you don't know us, my name is Larry, and that, of course, is my good friend. See, Derek?
Thanks. Like I can't tell, like I can see nothing, so I don't know if you're like looking at me to respond in some way. I have no idea.
I legit pointed at you, so it's okay. No,
but
honestly, guys,
I can't see myself.
Forgive us for obviously being so late. We thought this would just be real easy because, as many of you all know, every Wednesday, Derek and I go live for Extra Sauce early in the day, remotely from each of our respective homes. I'm in San Diego. Derek missed his flight, so he's not here. So we thought it'd be really, really easy for us to figure this out because we always do it, but we are failing miserably. But thank you all for being there with us and sticking around.
I hope audio is good for everybody. I hope. We'll figure it out. All right, cool. Anyway, so again, if you have any questions, let us know, and we'll do our best to answer everything you can. If we don't get to your message here, or if you have something that's a little bit more in depth, you can email us as well. Looks like it's already pinned in the comments too, so check that out if you want to send a little bit more of an involved type of question or getting some feedback on some stuff. Also, just a quick reminder that we do also offer a free one-on-one consultation as well. So if you're trying to decide what Sony product is right for you, whether it's this TV and that TV, or the right audio system for your space, and you want to have a good conversation about it, you can take advantage of that as well. So just FYI.
Yeah, nice.
All right. So there are some questions.
Yes, sir.
And again, this is weird because I don't know what Larry's doing right now. He might be gone for all I know. Yeah.
I'm doing the thing I normally do.
You what? I'm sorry?
I'm doing the thing that I normally do.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of echo on that, and you were quiet, so I heard nothing.
Yeah, I've asked John to mute his mic, but he's not listening. Yeah, so he finally did it. There it is.
All right. So, okay, here's the deal. I do want to start with this. Will, thanks for being here, of course. And I do appreciate your excitement with all this stuff. But yes, there was an update for the A95L in Europe. I don't know. I am looking at some of the notes. The notes are on the support website. I don't have the full connection, so all I can do is just go off of what was listed there. So let us know. I know you did mention that somebody mentioned, was it Suede Pup, maybe? Somebody was mentioning something in here as I lost it about having some great benefits, great improvements. Oh, it was Will. Will was saying that as well.
Will said that. Yep.
Which is good. So I just found out about that literally, 3 or 4 hours ago, and I was all excited to tell everybody about it. And then Will is more in the know than I am. So there you go.
Yeah, legit. And Will, I cornered a couple of people from our TV team here because obviously Derek and I are always trying to get the latest information. And you maybe we should put Will on payroll. Can we get his insider, tips? Maybe we need to negotiate something out. Yeah. He dropped a Will bomb.
Yes.
No, that sound effect doesn't work. I like it.
That's awesome. But yeah, no, I appreciate you shouting that out as well. That was going to be one of the first things that I did mention. So you kind of stole that from me, but that's okay. I forgive you. It's awesome to have you here, and it's awesome to see the amount of time that you've invested in just looking into this. And I think I know who you might be on some of these forums. And man, you are a busy guy. I'll say that much. So that's awesome. You helping out all these people. So let's get to some of the questions to catch up to where we are in the chat. First, obviously, I just want to send a shout out to everybody that's here. Welcome as well. Thank you for spending the time with us. And if you have not yet, please subscribe. Likes are always good too. Lets our bosses know that what we're doing with our time is worth our time to do it, even though it's after hours. So it's kind of on us, I guess. But anyway, so Michael Beckerman's back. Luca in the house. Ronan, Suede Pop Will, of course. Malcolm's back. Let's see. Ozzy, Mr. Clown Pockets. That's a pretty cool name. Big Phil is back. What up? And Will Anderson as well. And I think that's everybody that I see, at least in the comments so far. So thank you all for being here. We appreciate it.
Yep.
Let's see. Couple of comments here. Let's start with Michael Beckerman. Because you always like to get a little ahead of the buzzer before the game even starts. You've always got a couple just kind of stashed in there. And by the way, I will comment. I'm sorry I haven't responded to your email, but I did read it. I will get back to you. Okay? Just want to... because I know I'm behind. I apologize.
That's terrible at reading emails, dude. You got to do better.
I will get better. Yes. 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 I will work on that for sure. It's a daily thing I'm working on. I can't scroll up, and this pinned comment is in the way. Can you read the top comment from Michael? I can't read it. I know what it was roughly about.
Yep. Yeah. So first comment, do all Sony LCD TVs use pulse width modulation to control the brightness of their LEDs, or do some use DC voltage control to do that while obtaining less flickering, or possibly a combination of both?
That's going into a deep rabbit hole. Actually, that wasn't the question that I was aware of. Where is that question?
That's all the way at the top. That's the first question.
Are you got the right one? I've got something about the A95 and the Bravia 9 IP control.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah, I didn't scroll up all the way either. It was pinned. Okay, here we go.
Anyway,
so we're gonna act like I didn't ask that question because we don't have the
answer. Well, we might as well.
It's
already out there. We might as well address it and say, you know what? I don't have a clue.
Can you look into the light real quick? Just look into the light. Just sorry.
I'm assuming you're doing a reference to something I can't see, so I can only assume. Anyway,
that definitely was a Men in Black reference. See, when I do that, Derek gets nervous. Yeah. Yes, that's what that was. Sorry. But Michael's question, the one that you're referring to, he says, do both the A95L and Bravia 9 offer IP control and RS-232 connections for integrating into home automation systems? Do these work the same, or would one possibly have an advantage over the other?
So my understanding is yes to both of that. And for those who do not know, which I think most of the crowd here is pretty aware, but we're pretty big in the custom install space. We're very flexible with how we integrate into a whole bunch of systems, and we have great premium professional grade type of equipment that you can even get for a more modest budget if you like. But yeah, having that capability is available. Now, if you're talking about the differences between like IP control and RS-232, generally speaking, they offer a lot of the same capabilities. IP control obviously can be controlled through a network. RS-232 would be required to be connected with a wire. And I think there's higher speeds depending on your network for IP control as well. And I think there's more control options with IP control rather than RS-232, because generally, and I could be wrong because I've never seen anybody use actually either of these myself in person or experienced it. RS-232 can also be used for like diagnostics and things like that as well too. So it might be done through IP control, but I don't know.
Could be.
I see you have something to add.
No, I think, and you answered it perfectly, Derek. I wish I could add more to that. I think sometimes it's based upon application use, right? Because I think like hospitals and hotels, I think use RS-232 probably more frequently in that space. But like home automation is, as was called out, as Michael called out, I know IP is kind of that thing. But to piggyback off what you said, Cedia, that's why we're so well received at Cedia, because obviously we design our consumer products with the end user in mind, but also there's that element of getting those custom integrators involved in making sure that we're, using or up to date with all, control for, and I'm forgetting all the names of the different systems that we work with, the control systems that we work with, but making sure that we're up to date on that so that it is easy for them to offer solutions to their customers that they think is most suited for them. So yes, we play really nice with all spaces.
Yes. Awesome. I love it. A couple comments about seeing you in a couple of retail stores.
Who?
That's
Me?
awesome. That's so cool. Yeah. Up there on the big
Wild.
screen.
Yeah. It is crazy. I was shopping in a retail store this past week with my family, and someone was doing a demo in the back, and my daughter starts like, "Daddy, you're on TV," which was really weird, but cool at
That's
the same
awesome.
time. So yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
fun.
It,
Thanks
it
for
is
shouting
sort
me
of
out.
a weird thing too. Like, I know you're the same, Larry. We don't consider ourselves like special in terms of like what we do.
Not at all.
We do it. We believe in it, and it's actually fun. So,
Yep.
but we do think it's kind of cool to see that stuff. It's kind of a tiny.
I
Thing,
think
but
you're special, Derek. You're very special to me.
that's what my mother says. Thank you.
I love it.
That said, let's see. Yeah, Sweet Pup made a comment about Bravo 7 getting an update in Europe as well. I did take a quick look too, and I think Bravo 9 did as well. So there's some updates out there on the UK side. So if you are curious, you can go to the Sony support website in your local region, and you can look up the model of, well, literally anything, and you can go to downloads and see what is the most recent firmware as well as some of the notes on it too. So if you're curious, you can always check that out.
Facts. Yep.
Let's see. Let's see. Catch up here.
I love so many questions. I'm sorry. I love it.
Mr. Clownpox is just thinking about after our support. We're thinking early morning support now. Well, we're not that late, but I guess it depends on where you are. Actually, it's all sort of relative. Because some people are, it's like, yeah, this is like early morning, and they're probably watching us right now eating breakfast, which is possible too. So shout out to those people. Good morning.
Absolutely.
All right, let's see what else do we have here. It's a comment from Miguel. 20th episode. Proud of you guys. Keep them coming. Well, thank you very much, first of all.
Yes.
But yeah, let our bosses know how good of a job we're doing. That would be great.
It would.
Let's see. Let's see. Suede Pup has a comment here. My TVs are Wi-Fi connected to dual band SSID. My Bravia 7 is smart enough to use 5 gigahertz, but my X900H insists on using 2.4, no matter how close to the router I am. X900H bug or hardware limitation? I'm not sure. Actually, let's see, 900H.
And I know it's weird because you can't see me, Derek. I'm kind of creeping into the cobwebs of my mind right now. I'm trying to remember if there's anything that would make that happen. We may have to follow up on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look here just to check the specs of the rotary girder, as someone used to tell me. It doesn't make any sense, but I don't know, it popped in my head. Carry on, Larry. Carry on. I'm going to be looking.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No. That's not a problem. If you're going to stay by that, yeah. Let me grab a couple of more of these questions real quick.
Yeah.
Michael Beckerman, yes, you're 100% right, my friend. Michael Beckerman says that we're at 99.9K subscribers, so close to 100K.
So dude, close.
I have to give a shout out to our producer John, who 3 months ago got on an Excel spreadsheet and put in these algorithms and did some cell conversions and drop downs and all these macros. And he said, I think the day that we will hit 100K would be February 19th, which is so dope, right? So here's where we are, okay? We are 30 subscribers away from Yeah. We are
That's
30
so
subscribers
crazy.
away on our YouTube page. So listen, pass it along. We've got other social media content, people following us right in front of us or whatever. You need to go to Sony Connect. If you're not already on any of them, give me 1 second, my YouTube family. If you are not already a subscriber on YouTube, go to Sony Connect on YouTube and subscribe now. Share with your friends. We have plenty of content that you'll enjoy, and we're always here to answer and be supportive for all your Sony needs. Even if you just want to just chop it up with us and talk about some cool products, we're here for you. So thank you. All right,
Absolutely.
I'm back, YouTube. I'm back. So, but yeah, we are so close. So thank you all for your support and passing along and sharing. I got to give John his props. Like, he calls it bad math because he has high expectations, but I mean, this was thousands of subscribers ago, and he predicted that this is where we would land. So props, prop. Okay, sorry, Derek. That's
Yeah,
as
absolutely.
much as I could.
While we're on the topic,
Oh, is it when should we do the announcement, Derek? I mean,
I think
I suppose whenever, really.
you want to wrap with the announcement? John, are you trying to wrap us up now?
We got to catch up on these comments.
Can we?
Come on.
John, can you see me? Chill out, man. We got time, okay? We got questions to answer. Okay, let's go, Derek. All right, my bad.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let's follow up on the 5 gigahertz question there.
Good.
Sweet Pup, if you could please send me an email just to make sure I don't forget. And I need to do a little bit better of responding. Oh, speaking of, and I don't need to put this on the spot, but I know, Larry, we haven't talked at all today, which is weird. Actually, not much really this week. Next week, what are you going to do about sauce? Because
Extra sauce next Wednesday.
Yeah,
that's right. You won't be around.
I will not be around. So
I'm going
I guess the
solo.
question is, you're gonna run
I'm gonna go solos.
Okay,
I'm going solo. I'm going solo.
That's awesome.
It's not going to be a great show without you. Okay. It'll be okay. Next Wednesday, tune in to our Extra Sauce live stream next Wednesday, because Derek will not be here to rein me in. He will not be here to stop me from getting fired from divulging any product secrets. So, like,
here's the thing, Larry. I need nope, stop. I need a favor. I need a favor. Do not get fired, please. Okay, I need support with the things we got going on. Okay, so
I can't make you any promises. Look, if the people ask the questions and I don't have my better angel Derek trying to keep me on track, I don't know if I can be responsible. John is going to have to go color bars. He's going to have to be really, really quick on color bars and disclaimers. So we'll see. Then I fade out.
Well, I will say this: Mr. Clown Pockets has an idea of bringing in a special guest.
Okay, where are we at?
That could be an option.
Oh, just bring in a special. Do you guys have who would you like us to bring in?
You know what they're going to say.
What product category would you all? Yeah, what product category would you all like to know more about? And we'll simplify it this way. Do you want to know more about home entertainment? Do you want us to have a special guest in the personal entertainment space, which is headphones, wireless speakers, things of that nature? Or would you like for us to have someone in our camera division to come talk a little bit about imaging solutions? What do you guys want? Or car audio. Yeah. Or car audio, for sure.
That'd be an option too. Or why not? I knew that was going to come up. I knew Will was going to say that.
Will's like, no, JT.
But the problem is, JT is not going to be available.
JT will not be available either, because JT will be as busy as Derek is next week. So
that's the second JT vote.
Yeah, if you guys are starting to notice the important people, who's important and who isn't, just saying.
Larry.
Yeah, just saying. Mr. Clown Pocket said the CEO of Sony.
I don't know if we have that full.
Let me call him. Hold on. No, I'm just kidding.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. All
Yep,
right.
lots of JTs.
So,
That's good. Okay.
yeah, we'll have to figure out what's going to happen.
Yeah, we'll do
there as
something.
well. Let's see, 100K stream in the near future. I mean, now is that's kind of in the near future, but we're gonna round up like 30 people to do that today.
By the end of this show,
Paul-
we'll hit 100K. That's what'll
I
happen.
hope so. That would be great. That would be awesome.
It would be dope. If you have
Paul
friends that aren't
saying-
currently following, send the link to them. Ask them to follow. Let's go. Get the
it'd be
subscribers
cool
up by
to
the time
be
we
here
end. That
with us
moment.
hanging out, and I don't know how I'm gonna know. I don't have anything pulled up to look at it, but anyway, got a question because I want to make sure we get to our people as well.
This is true.
Paul's saying, will there be further firmware updates to the Sony A95L to improve the TV furthermore? Honestly, I don't really know what the plan is for that.
Mhm.
I can say that Sony is always open to the opportunities of improving existing product where possible and necessary.
Mhm.
I just don't know what is suited for that. So we will have to wait and see ultimately.
Yeah,
But hopefully.
Can I add a little bit to that, Derek? It's kind of
Sure.
the thing. When we say we don't know, it's because we can't speak with any specificity. I haven't used that word in a while. We don't know. I know, right? I'm so proud. That's word of the day. When we say that, it's because we don't know what the specific roadmap is for specific features. But what I do think is unique for Sony as a brand is when a product development team and those engineers release a product, until that product reaches end of life support. And what I mean by that is 5, 6, 7 years down the road, when you no longer are getting support for that product, when we have gotten so far beyond the hardware that it can't receive any more support, those teams are constantly working on improving that TV. So I know it's going to sound very salesy, but that is one of the things that we pride ourselves on, is that we truly believe that our commitment to those individuals that join the Sony family actually starts the moment you take the product home, because it is an ever-growing relationship that we keep trying to make your product better after you swiped your credit card, after you paid your hard-earned money, or whatever the case may be. And so, yes, should we expect more firmware? If the hardware can take more improvements, you can expect more firmware updates. I can say that with pretty fair certainty. We just don't know what those updates may entail.
That is very true. Yep. Yeah. And it is always, well, I just want to add this too. If you ever are curious about like firmware updates and things like that, if you want to keep up with it and other announcements, there is this Support by Sony app that you can get for your phone. Put in whatever particular models and things that you have in there, and then it can give you little notifications if you want when there is a new update or a cool thing to know about regarding that particular product. So it's kind of cool. Let's see. I want to address this. Malcolm has a question. I have a question. Does have a question. In his questions, I have a question. Okay. Reviewing some footage. I don't know. My brain's melted. Reviewing some footage from CES. I had a massive distortion in the audio recording on my FX30 from my ECMW3. Any issues that you may be aware of? I am not aware of any issues. The first thing that I can think of that is a possibility, I do not know for sure, but imagine the amount of things that are being connected and sending various signals in a show like that. So something to be aware of. I don't know if that's the reason. Obviously, we can reach out and see if there's anything out there, and we can get back to you if there's something that we hear, but nothing that I am aware of at this time.
Yeah, I was trying to think because we use, is it the W3?
The Sony.
Yeah, we use that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
He followed up potential radio signal noisy environments, things like that. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And we actually did a couple of videos recording with them, and we didn't have any issues while we were there. Of course, it was kind of towards the end of this show, so it was definitely not as busy. But I know there was a lot of people there, and all sorts of people with all sorts of things connected, different types of mics, and obviously all the devices and everything around. Very possible it could have caused an issue. Unlikely, but not impossible.
Right.
Let's see. Khaled, welcome back as well. Hi, guys. Hope you're doing well, and I hope you are as well. Any news if there's a partnership with Hue to release the Hue Sync app to Bravo TV similar to LG and Samsung TVs? I have not heard anything about that, actually.
Did Derek just read other brand names?
Yeah.
I'm so proud of
I was
you.
reading a comment verbatim.
You were.
Progress.
I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Doing my best. But yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I don't really know. And I know that, well, I wouldn't say I know. I would assume that while I think about this, that it wouldn't be just us, just Sony talks with Hue, because we do partner with other people that have a big stake in how our smart system works.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Is that as far as you're going to go
Cool.
with that? That's it?
Yeah.
That's all you got?
I mean, do you want to add more?
Nope.
Okay. There you go. All right, Mr. Clown Pockets, on a scale of 1 to 150, how excited are you guys for the new WH-1000XM6? Well, are they a thing? I don't know. So, I mean, would I like to see whatever comes next? Yes, I'm always excited for anything that comes next. So I'm going to give myself a 183.2, roughly. And that's honestly, that's going to be for whatever it is we do next in the headphone space or any other space. So
can I ask a question around that? Can I ask a question around that? Because I clearly don't know, but I do like asking this question when people ask us about future products or whatever. What would you like to see to a successor of the WH-1000X Mark V? And
that's a
do you
good
like
question.
that naming convention?
Even better question.
Yeah. I would like to, we'll follow in the comments. Yeah. What would you like to see over the WHM5s? It's always curious.
That'd be awesome. Right. Well, if people are putting info on that, that would be great. And also let us know how excited you are for anything we come out with on a scale of 1 to 89. I don't know.
That's a good
Get
number.
some comments in there.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good number.
Hey, you know what? That's how I do. That's how I do. Let's see. Suede Pup added a little bit more context. I can hook up my X900H to 5 gigahertz if it's a dedicated SSID for 5 gigahertz. So dual band SSID is the issue. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I do not know why that would be the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
dual.
I'm trying to look at some of these product questions regarding updates.
Yeah,
I'm trying to confirm that none of these products have been sunset from a support standpoint. Looking at the JB920 right now. Sorry, this is awkward silence. I feel like one of us should be.
I'm writing something down the old-fashioned way with a pen, but with one of these.
Wow. No, you're good. Yeah, you're good.
There it is. Yeah.
I haven't seen Big Phil, I haven't seen anything. We'll have to reach out to that product team to kind of see something. If there is something, and specifically with the MDS JB920, is there something that you would like to see? Is there more efficiencies, or is there something better that you'd be looking for with a firmware update? What's missing? What's not functioning as intended? So on and so forth. So we can, go to that team with some context, and who knows, that may trigger a firmware update. So
yeah, let us know. Details are always helpful, and I do want to shout out there's been a couple of folks that I know that are here that have sent us a couple emails giving us recommendations, asking questions, and in many cases, actually giving updates to be like, you know what, I tried this and it fixed this issue that I was having, and I think that's so awesome. So thank you guys as well. We do very much appreciate your support of us as well and keeping us in the loop. And I know it did come up before, us kind of looking at some of the forums and kind of seeing what is the talk around town, what are people saying? Right. And though we ourselves don't necessarily do it, even though I did a little bit today, but we do have people that do that. And we do have actually a separate team that works heavily with our community forum. So definitely anything there will go into the conversations with the services team as well. So feel free to jump on the Sony community forum as well, which actually, John, can you throw the link in there when you get a chance, just to share that out if people want to check it out? Because I know there's other popular forums as well too, great. That's always good. But that's, we poke around in those because there's so many. But the one we definitely own is the Sony Community Forum.
Yep. Good call.
Let's see.
Good call. Let me see. Ronan wants faster updates if there is a successor to the Mark V. So, okay. We had a meeting with the Sony Sound Connect product team today, Derek. Remember? Yeah. That was a great. Hey, listen, if you guys have any of our alt products or any of the headphones and you haven't downloaded the Sony Sound Connect app, do yourself a favor, because some of the things that we were talking about today regarding that app is there are a lot of functionalities that either A, people aren't aware of that their headphones or earbuds can do, or B, they're set to a default mode that you can enhance. Like, I know we've spent a lot of time talking about Find My EQ, but I learned something today about the Discover tab, which is wild. So when you go to the Sony Sound Connect and there's a Discover icon at the bottom middle of the screen, basically what that does is it starts to learn your listening habits, genres of music, times of day, whether you're moving, not moving, stationary, whatever the case may be, even volume levels. And it starts to make recommendations of settings and potentially other features that you could take advantage of to enhance your experience with the headphones. Like, as I was listening, I'm like, wow, that's mad creepy. But at the same time, if I have this assistant giving me these gentle nudges of things that I can do to get more out of my product that I probably already love, it's kind of a dope concept. So again, start digging around in some of the features that are found in some of the apps, especially the Sony Sound Connect. That team impressed me today. I was really enjoying the knowledge they were giving us.
Yeah, I wish I could have hung out with them. That would have been cool. But no,
really nice.
that whole meeting, I was the only person online.
This is true, but your face popped up on several slides in the PowerPoint presentation, so you're Mr. Worldwide now. So
I was there in spirit, I guess.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh man, I love it. Let's see what else. I see CJ. I believe you've been here before. It's now April 21st. Still waiting for the show to start. Not sure if that's a subtle dig on us being late again, but we were not that late. But if I missed the context, let me know.
CJ, I'm hurt.
Let's see, some good insight here on some of the headphones there too, and we can actually share that with that team as well. So that's always good too.
Love it. Yes.
Let's see. Reference to the pen. Yeah, that was actually, this is an old pen I had when I was working in stores, and it still works for now. Anyway, of course.
There we go.
I'm on this weird Post-it note obsession. They're everywhere, and it's terrible all over my desk. Anyway,
shout out to Joey B. Joey B's in here. What's up, brother?
Joey B. Heyo. Welcome. Let's see. What else we got? Will, scale 1 to 89. Next round of Sony TVs coming out, including what Sony will do with the 4 stacks and WOLED. We'll have to wait and see, won't we?
Yep.
Let's see. And Will says, I heard from a friend from a friend from a friend from a friend's cousin, whatever, that reviewer NDA insider meeting is happening very soon. So can't wait to see the official release. I can't wait to see the official release as well. So we'll have to wait.
Official release of what? What are we talking about here?
It's Will. What do you think he's talking about?
Oh, I know what Will's talking about. Okay. Yeah. My bad, Will.
Come on, man. You know.
Yeah.
Obviously a new Walkman.
Isn't everybody waiting on the new Walkman? No.
He probably knows more than
Loki, I know we missed it, but I think Malcolm was talking about mini disc. Listen, brother, there's a small fraternity of us mini disc lovers out there in the world, okay? And let me tell you, man.
Awesome.
Oh, I went all in with that ecosystem. And to me, I think it's still, if we would have released mini disc maybe today in a little different form or format or whatever, it might, work. And this is 1995 or 6, I think, when it was, man. Shout out to mini disc. Shout out to you, Malcolm.
It's it's funny that you kind of mentioned that, because somebody I was responding to an email earlier today, and one of the questions was about like, do we ever think like CD will make a comeback similar to what vinyl has done?
Vinyl, yes.
And yeah, and in my opinion, I don't think it will, because CD is digital.
Right.
You know, vinyl had that analog sound, so it was physically and audibly different. It would be kind of cool, but I have heard, those of you who are interested, I haven't looked into it, but apparently CD prices of some, what I would have thought are very common CDs, or at least were popular back in the day, are going for a lot of money online. So if you got them sitting around, maybe it might be worth checking out, selling some of that stuff, and getting yourself a new Sony something, you know, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. It would be. Mr. Clown Pockets, Sony bring back smartwatches.
Oh, goodness.
I'm just, never mind. I love them too. I'm just trying to get the Xperia back in the States. I'm not going to lie. So
yeah, right?
This is the longest I've gone without updating my Xperia phone. And I'm, not that I feel the need to update my incredible Xperia 1 Mark V, in which I love, but I mean, the rumors and stuff out there about a Mark 7, and of course the Mark 6 didn't release in the States. I was like, ugh. But anyway, we'll see. Sorry.
Man,
this is my personal stuff.
I feel so disconnected right now. It's weird.
Yeah. Oh, because you can't see me and all my
antics. I can't see anything.
Yeah, that's true.
I only see myself, and that's gross and weird. So I don't know. Anyway, so what did I just see? Let's see. Big Phil, sorry, Larry, but I was being sarcastic. Doubt my 27-year-old mini disc player is firmware upgradable. Probably not at this point. Still works.
I'm glad you said that, Phil. Yeah, I'm glad you said that, Phil, because I'm like, I know he's not really wanting a firmware update, but I didn't want to say it. So thank you, my friend. Thank you, brother. All right.
That's awesome. Let's see. Reflex convinced my mom to into getting an A95L and a Bar 9. That's congratulations, man. You get to take advantage of that too. Still waiting on the Bar 9 to arrive from Sony. She loves the TV. I bet. That's awesome. That is a fantastic little setup there. So shout out. Enjoy that. Let's see.
A95L.
Will Tech. If you need a suggestion for your next week's show as a guest star, I have one. I hear he's available. Will Tech. That could be interesting. That could be an interesting idea in something that maybe look into. Now, to be serious, I mean, I know there's a lot of people here, and not to single one person out or choose one person over everybody, but is there a way to consider doing that?
So you know what we could do? Hear me out, Derek.
There it is. When he says that,
Hear me out.
There's an insane idea that probably has some goodness to it.
Disclaimer up there.
Yeah, the disclaimer is up, but I don't think it's necessary. Hear me out, Derek. Since we have a little bit of time before CEDIA 2025, maybe we could talk about, because we know we have a lot of either subscribers or viewers or some that end up at CEDIA. Maybe we create a situation where we could have sort of, what is the thing that they do? What do they call that? When you sit around and you talk about something? A panel.
A fireside chat.
Instead of a panel or fireside chat. We can do that. We can set things on fire. We can like have a panel discussion, just sort of, because you know that's the thing, like at CEDIA, right? You have these training rooms and all this kind of stuff. Maybe we try to create something where we're there not to train about new products, which is typically the focus, but for custom integrators, Sony fans, or anyone that gets out to the show, maybe they come and just talk to us about some of the challenges that they've experienced, some trouble, advice on troubleshooting tips or whatever. Maybe we could do something.
Yeah.
Will, can you meet us in Denver or wherever we are, wherever it's going to be?
Yeah. So I think that because, of course, from a legal standpoint, it gets a little tricky when we have extra people on. There's paperwork involved. But no.
Legal? What? Legal?
Give me a second. Cease for a moment. No, I was just saying that it doesn't necessarily have to be like a live thing, but honestly, like getting like a panel or a group of people to just chat with us, and then we can maybe do the show or something after and kind of talk about it or something. I don't know.
This is a prime example of what I talked about earlier. When you keep me out of trouble and keep me employed, you see how your mind works? You're like, what if we're live and they say something, off the rocker, and me, I'm like, let's go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like totally. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
We should be careful.
Yeah, Michael Beckman did say earlier, you guys should have a segment on the show called "Try and Get Us Fired," where you try to ask you all the questions to get you to slip up and let the proverbial unreleased product cat out of the bag. I'm not risking that, man. I am not risking that. No. I like my job.
If I ever win the lottery, I'm going to have an episode and we're going to play that game.
Well, I am pretty good at self-censoring myself. So
yes, you are. You are an absolute pro, my friend. All right, I'm sorry.
So, no, you're good. You're good. So I know the comments have kind of slowed down. So if you have any questions, let us know. If you are watching this after the fact and we are not live anymore, which is going to happen in the near future, you can definitely throw in comments after the fact or send us an email. If you have any questions, I'll do our best to answer those. And let's see, we got a couple of things pop up here. There we go. Here's the questions again. Then we'll start to get wrapping up in the near future here. All right, Sweet Pup. You guys often imply the squeaky wheel gets the grease when it comes to feature requests.
Yep, it does.
Just want to squeak again for future HDIG support. DTM off during DTM. What am I blanking on what DTM is? Off during gaming is not really the same thing.
I'm going to beat John to it. John's going to beat me to it. I can't remember.
Dynamic tone.
Dynamic tone mapping.
Dynamic tone mapping. Yes. Yeah, so we do have support for SBTM, or source-based tone mapping, on a lot of stuff. And I think it might have been you, Suede Pup, maybe. I think it was. Too many names and too many emails. Somebody did ask about pass-through of SBTM on a sound bar. And
I saw that question.
Yeah, there was. I did send that in. I got to respond today. It's not listed in any specs. We have to reach out to Tokyo to get confirmation on that. I don't, if that was you answering that. I'm probably going to check later and see. But anyway, source-based tone mapping is sort of the same concept, essentially, of HDIG. So we will kind of have that. I just don't know what it looks like in the future as far as what models will support it, but yeah. Noted. We'll say that much. All right, let's see.
I couldn't find anything in my brain, so forgive me for blanking on that one.
That's okay. I mean, you probably were just, I don't know if you were sleeping, maybe. Who knows? Let's see. Reflex. Myself, I got a Sony upgrade back in August. A95L, ES receiver, CS5, CSEs, CS8, RS5s, and SW5. Wow.
That's a flex.
There you go.
That's a legit flex. And just hold on a second.
That's awesome.
Hold on a second.
That was a reflex right there.
Bro.
Oh, well played.
That was well played. That was a reflex. Shout out to the CS speaker lineup. I think it is the most underrated. It's one of the most underrated products that we have, especially within home theater. It is absolutely the most underrated. I'm a CS person. I am very proud of my system. Yeah, there you go. I love CS speakers. I love them. They definitely punch way above their weight class. So shout out. I'm jealous of A95L, but whatever. Well, it happens.
I love it. Big Phil, question for both of you. What was your favorite old Sony product from days past? Go ahead, Larry. Days past.
Is it? I mean, if it's TV, I'm gonna go. You know what I'm gonna go to if it's TV. Like, I feel like that's lame for people if I just do TV. Okay, I'll do TV.
You decide.
TV has always been my passion. That's just the category that I feel closest to. But 55-inch XBR8 is absolutely my favorite. And I think for me, it's been the TV that's stood the test of time. John, what is that? 2008, 2009 on the TV? So we're talking 17, the TV's 17 years old. It still works. I still have it. Well, my father has it, but still has it. It's their primary viewing TV. Well, they watch more TV in their bedroom now at this point, but it's, and I would stack that TV up against a ton of different televisions. And so here's a fun fact. I don't know what your search engine is. I don't know if you're a AI search person, but look up the XBR8 and look up the Triluminos technology found in that TV and look at how it actually was constructed. And if you're into tech like that, you will quickly understand why I think that TV is so incredible and so amazing. That's my favorite product. Derek, you're gonna have something cooler than that, like Ibo or something like that. But what's yours?
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking like if we're going back, there's there's a couple things that come to mind, and one of them I cannot remember the actual model number, but my first endeavors with Sony, like when I first really got into music, Sony Walkman, only Walkman I ever owned. Sony CD player, portable CD player, was the only portable CD player I ever had.
The Discman. Yes.
Yeah, the Discman, yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I had one of those, and that lasted, God, I don't even know how long. I might even have it still in a box somewhere. God knows where. But kind of going beyond that, my first camera was the A55, which I was working in digital imaging. And yeah, it was way back when, but I was new to it.
Yes.
I never had owned a camera to that point. So it really kind of opened me up to the capabilities of what we could do. And honestly, using the special effects that they had within the app, play memories or whatever it was, which it was cool. And you get selected color all in the camera. I thought that was such a cool thing. So those are some of the ones that kind of stand out. The more recent stuff is the more expensive stuff that I could afford. So like TVs, of course, and things like that.
Like your A95L. If we're talking days past, I would be remiss if I didn't say also my gloss carbon fiber covered Z series Vio laptop.
I was going to bring it up if you didn't.
Yeah. John remembers how it's a 13.1 Triluminos display, ultra thin, had a separate power media box, deck, the dedicated NVIDIA graphics card on it. Like, it was insane. Paper thin, super light. Oh, still works. I do Photoshop on it. It still works. All these years ago. So, I mean, all these years. Anyway, so there you go.
Awesome. Cool.
That's it.
Good stuff.
Gushing over vibe.
All right, we'll start wrapping up, but we'll start catching up with the questions here as well. Let's see. Where are we? Let's see. Victor Morris says the Price is Right Sony version where we can win products and do reviews. Ooh, boy. That'd be so cool if we had some of that stuff available. Honestly, I do want to find some of the stuff and we can talk about some of it in these, later parts of the episode. I think would be kind of cool for the people that stick around with us.
You know what we can do, Derek? We can bring in vintage products. Okay, we have a coworker, Craig, that like collects a bunch of vintage Sony products. We can bring in vintage products and we can play a game called Does It Still Work or Not? We can have everyone vote if they think the product works or not. We'll give the background, the year, and all that. And whichever side is correct, put their name in a bucket, do a drawing, and give them something. And then now you're going to tell me that, well, first we need to clear it through legal and get the proper approval and paperwork.
Yes, there are proper rules. But
make sure you call it a sweepstakes.
If you are interested, Craig from Sony is on a short form vertical video app that you can maybe look for him on.
2 videos.
Very good. Yes.
I think that works. So he's got some good stuff on there. He's a pretty goofy guy.
He is. He's funny because time keeps ticking, right? That's what time does. It ticks. Top. Tick. Top. Okay. Sorry. No? Okay. I was just thinking about how late it is.
You went from like, I'm just teasing a little bit. Wham! Did you get it? Anyway, moving on. All right, here we go. Let's see. Joey B, Larry, even though 1.6, I had to figure out what he's talking about. Xperia 1.6 wasn't released in the States. Are you not allowed to source one for yourself from another Sony division? I got one from Taiwan, and it's the best. It has the best Xperia battery life ever.
I could. I try to stay true to what we're able to sell in North America. I know it sounds very weird, but because our day-to-day is really being involved with US and our Canadian customers, I try to only have what they can have just because I don't want an unfair advantage. Like I'm not I'm not trying to be that guy that pulls strings. You know what I mean?
I love it. Well,
but I'm glad you
there.
love that. I love the 6. I'm glad you love it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep.
All right. Would it be possible to have a guest on the show from MediaTek at all? I wouldn't count on it. We haven't even expanded into much beyond our core group of Larry and I. So, we've had Trey and JT on, but we're working on expanding, and there are a couple of other business groups that are kind of open to the idea of being on there. So let's start internal first and then see what happens, because maybe we'll get there. Who knows? But not anytime soon. I can definitely say that for sure.
Look, we're barely comfortable talking about internal components of our products that aren't sourced by or aren't built by us. That would be a tough one. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but yeah, that'd be a tough one.
Yeah. Cool. Will, there it is. I was expecting it. I had forgotten about it, so thank you for reminding me. Any update on NE95L brightness drop reported last 2 weeks that seemed to occur at 2,000 hours? Here's what I got in response today. Let's see. Checked with engineering. Have not seen this happen. So it seems that it is not any sort of a known issue. And there's not anything that they are currently aware of as to what that might be. So, and that's factoring in not hearing anything from pro users, calibrators, and people in the field as well. So it could be, I don't know how many reports of that there has been. But yeah, so of course I don't have an answer because we are not aware of that as an issue.
Yep.
So, but at least it's been talked about, so they are hearing about it, so they may investigate at this point.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, so let's
we need the lightning round because the producer is like, hey, you guys are about an hour in and we haven't done the sweepstakes. So
yes.
Where's the lie?
Whoa.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see. Reflex made a comment here. I still have the first Sony TV I ever bought in 2007, KDL 40W3000. That's awesome. You know, it's funny. Yeah. I'm just going to add that into the first Sony that I ever got too. And I forget the model number exactly because I got it on some killer discount deal, last one in the warehouse kind of a thing. And God, I want to say it was like an HX800 or HX810 or something.
Well, all of those are real products. Yeah, those are real products.
Like 240 hertz 3D TV, 1080p. From around that time as well.
You're forgetting the key thing with the monolithic design. Yes.
Then maybe it's not that. No, maybe it's not that then.
No, it is. HX series.
Well, maybe I have.
That was NX? What did I had an NX 929? That's what I had an NX 929.
No, that's an HX 929. I have that one too.
Sorry, Derek. We just stepped all over your favorite product.
Anyway, I gave it to my dad, and he still uses it. So to this day, that's what we watched the Super Bowl on, actually, because I was over at his house.
You know, can we? You know what you should do? You should send your dad your video about 5-year TV upgrades and all of the things that have happened in technology since that TV. Just saying.
The only TVs he's had have been ones that I've given him over the years, I think. I don't know the last one.
Tracks.
It's been because he's like, whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
It works. You know? So that's like
pulling teeth to get my dad to let go of like rear projection.
I gave it to him maybe 2 years ago. So this was not that long ago. And it was a massive upgrade for him, which should say something.
Should say something. It's a great TV.
All right, so rapid fire here. Let's see. Somebody wants some. Victor wants some shirts. Got Big Phil's got a 32-inch Vega. Wow, and to move downstairs. Ooh, yeah, that's awesome. Malcolm in the 36s. All sorts of people mentioned all sorts of awesome vintage stuff. That's so cool, man. Seeing some of these things. Joey B. Sony DR11 from 1973. Wow, that's awesome.
Let's see what that is. Yeah.
Wait, CJ says by the time this show starts, Sony will be announcing 20. What?
CJ, are you not seeing us? We're here.
I feel really bad if CJ's been waiting here like for an hour for some reason.
Yeah, we're here.
I feel so bad. Refresh your browser. I don't know. Anyway,
should I tell them?
I got it. I don't know if they'll see it, but anyway.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this. Let's get to it.
So how do you want to do this? Because we're
so
doing
first
the
thing, yeah.
here.
For those of you all that didn't know, we've been sort of teasing and leading up to the 100K sweepstakes because what we wanted to do was find a way to show our appreciation. Honestly, what we did is we announced that we would give away products before we actually had the product secured. So it's sort of painted the product teams in a corner. So we have some amazing products, and shout out to all the product groups that we work with that supported this because, and I know, Victor, you said you'd be cool with some t-shirts, but like some people do that, but we're Sony, right? So we wanted to go in and give away some great products. Some of the stipulations were kind of outlined on screen, as you may have just seen. But one of the most important things that I do want to mention, everybody, because we have our winners selected, in which Derek will read off those names and what they've won from the sweepstakes here shortly. The biggest part of this is you have to live in the US. That's one of the biggest stipulations for obvious reasons, shipping, taxes, and all of those things. But tons of participants, and we can't thank you enough, not only for the participation in the sweepstakes, but also in helping us grow this channel, right? Not to go too long-winded, Derek, when we really started getting involved in this already created support channel, we've amassed almost 70,000 subscribers just all on our own, with the help of you all helping us build and create this community. Our relationship with you all is why there was a name change from just the Sony support channel to Sony Connect, because what we understood was our unique connection with you all is actually what makes this platform so special. And for Derek and I to be able to do this is the most enjoyable part of our job. And we love this so much, spending time with you. That's why our shows are so long. We're just going to do 30 minutes today, Derek, and 90 minutes later, we're still hanging out with you guys. So thank you all for this. And this is just our way of trying to give opportunities to give out some great prizes for you all to enjoy from the Sony family directly to you. So I don't know how else I can tee that up, Derek. You're the wordsmith of the crew.
No, honestly, it's one of those things that we do appreciate every single person that has supported us and continues to do so. And unfortunately, if we could take care of everybody, we would try to find a way to do that. However, legally, we are limited, which is the reason why. Just to add some context, Junior, I see your comments, and I get it. I totally get it. We know that there's a lot of people that are watching us that are overseas in Europe, some folks in India, Japan as well. So, I wish we could not find a way around it legally for being part of Sony North America. We are limited to US restrictions because that's where we are based out of.
Yep.
So that said,
hold on.
Yes.
Junior, can you send us an email if you don't mind? Just send us an email letting us know who you are. That's just my ask. If you can do that, that'd be cool. All right. Sorry, Derek.
No worries. Okay. So again, we do have we pulled randomly the names from the people that hit the criteria in terms of what it was expected in the video. However, if you are not from the US, we don't have that information in here. We just have the names of the people that corresponded between the subscribers and the postings. So that said, if you are not US and you are named, let us know. We will we'll have to address that individually, and we may need to redraw in a future episode.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
good call out.
Yeah. So that said, we got to start at the 7th position because there were 7 prizes. And I don't know, John, are you intending to show all at once?
Yeah.
He said he's going to show all at once. Yeah.
Okay. So should I announce one at a time, or should we just punch everybody in the face with it?
Announce them one at a time, and then once you're done, then John, you can bring up all of them. Is that cool? All right.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
These tags that I have here are the which platform are they from, John?
It's a mix.
It's a mix.
Oh, it's a mix. Okay. So
yeah,
if you recognize it, if you're here, great. And then make sure you send us an email. All right. So starting at 7, we have Suede Pup with an Altfield 1. Congratulations. See their name in here a lot. Number 6, we have Michael Beckerman.
Michael.
Woo! Number 5, we have Say357. Link buds open.
Okay.
Congratulations. Number 4, we have Jose_CIX1 winning a PSL X310 Bluetooth turntable. Congratulations.
Nice.
Number 3, we have Low Phil, Bravia Theater U. Congratulations. Number 2, Tammy Parrish, Bravia Theater Bar 9.
Theater Bar 9. Wow.
Yes. And the grand prize winner is a full ES car audio upgrade kit to Creator by Default. Congratulations.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Nice. There it is.
So, congratulations to everybody. I think John's probably showing on the screen. So, send us an email letting us know who you are. We will do some confirmations, and we'll figure out. We'll reach out, is what I was just told. So that's awesome. So congratulations to you all. But again,
look at that list.
I do want to reiterate that this was a small sampling of the people that have supported us, and we do thank you all for being here and helping us grow. But ultimately, all of you are the winners in our eyes. As dumb and cheesy as it sounds, but the support, the fun that you guys bring to us, that like Larry said, it drives us to do this. This is an after hours thing. I started at 7:30 this morning. It is now 10:16 at night. Had a little bit of gap in the evening, but because I like doing this, and it's you guys and your difficult / challenging questions, the fun things, the good comments, the positivity is great. We have a lot of fun doing it, and Larry and I have a commitment to being a good communicator for you on behalf of Sony, going both ways, of course, communicating to you and sharing that info from you all to our BUs and all those marketing people. So
yes,
that's what I got. But with that said, I think we can wrap up for tonight. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see what happens next week. It's going to be interesting. So maybe we could actually post something on the channel to let people know if we're doing it or not, because we should do that more. I think get more involved.
I agree. Yeah, and I need to make sure that they're okay with me going live without you.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they'll be fine.
You're my live stream chaperone, so we'll see. We'll see.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hovering over the mute button for Larry.
Yes, you should, and the color bars like at the same time.
Yep. I've color barred him twice this episode.
I've been relatively good this episode, by the way.
Relatively.
Yeah, like if they saw the products that are around me, I could just grab something right now and get fired.
Nope. All right, that's it, everybody. Thank you so much. Again, reach out to us for anything. Those are the winners, of course. Reach out to us, and reach out if you have any questions, anything we can do to support. If we did miss a comment, a email, please remind us to get better at what we're doing. It sometimes can be a little overwhelming with the amount of stuff that we get, but we'll do our best to make sure we answer everything to the best of our ability. So, you got anything to say, Larry? Since I can't see you, I don't know what you're doing.
No, you're good. I just put in the chat what I wanted to say. I genuinely appreciate all the support, and I truly love this community that you all are helping us build. It is so awesome, and thank you so much for that.
Absolutely. Cool. All right. Well, thank you all. Be well. Be good to each other. Be safe. And we'll see you next time. Take care.
Peace. Take care, guys.